Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. Website is, if I can hold it still, usgames.com. usgamesinc.com. I knew it was wrong. There we go. That's why I stick it up there so you can read it. Freeze frame on that if you need to, if you want that information. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. It's 2002. This one is from 2002. It's somewhere over here. But if you look up Hay House or Lucy Cavendish, I think you'll easily find stuff. I'm pretty sure Lucy's pretty active still. I don't know about Jesse Reish. I've never looked up Jesse Reish. But if you're interested, feel free to knock your socks off. Okay. Ooh. What is that? Your cards look good. Let's see what you're dealing with. Oh, is somebody getting right out of your way? Why? We got tarot cards like popping up all over the place. I got like a lot of them. So how many days is this going to take for this reading? Like, is it going to be a long one? What's going on? All it takes is to put in a little bit more. Okay, because I'm seeing this the Six of Coins here, the Six of Pentacles, as your challenge card, which seems, and they're talking about giving a little more, and I'm like, Leos tend to be quite generous, quite frankly, especially if you like somebody, you tend to be quite generous people. I know that's stereotyping Leos, but usually Leos are very generous people, very giving. I mean, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, and I was like, that's weird. Why is this showing up as your challenge? Because it's giving to somebody. How do I say this without sounding bad? It's giving to somebody, well, you don't like this person. I get that very easily. But there's a little bit of more description with it. It's kind of like, they're a blankety blank, so blank them. That's kind of what I get. It's like, no, they're a blank, so blank them. The challenge is to give a little more to that energy. Somebody who you don't like. And it's kind of like, I've never really known a Leo to really go out of their way for somebody they don't like. I've never really noticed it anyway. If a Leo doesn't like somebody, you usually know, don't you? Like, that's not usually a secret. Like, even if they're trying to keep it a secret, you'll know, you can, well, it may be subtle, but you'll, like, just kind of walk away from them or avoid them. It seems, maybe, let me know if I'm wrong, but I don't really think of Leos as, like, doing anything for people they don't like. Kind of like, they'll be very generous to the people who they feel deserve it, but if somebody's a blank, fill in that blank any way you want, then no, I don't think so. Giving to this energy that you don't want to do it. It's the Five of Pentacles, which is very, like, in this deck, it's very interesting the way it looks. Because, like, those coins are falling, but they're not falling in the hand. So it's kind of like saying missing out. Helping somebody else who's missing out. Helping somebody else that you don't care for. Why you don't care for them, whoever they may be, I don't know. I mean, it's a general read, obviously, but this could really change the whole situation. Of course, helping this person out to your advantage would make sense to me. For some of you, this is what I'm getting. It could be a job-related thing. And you might know about job opportunities at other companies. And the person you're working with, you're like, you know what, if they worked at that other company, I guess I wouldn't have to deal with them. Hey, by the way, person I don't like, did you know that they're hiring over there? Yeah, they pay real well. They have really good holiday hours too, or whatever. You should try for that. You would be awesome at that. You're really good at that stuff. That would make sense. Leo would do that, wouldn't you? Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong. Like, helping them out to help yourself get rid of them in a positive way, why not? What's the harm in that? I mean, you don't like dealing with them. Chances are the other company won't like dealing with them either. But still, it's not that bad, is it? I don't know. That would make sense to me. I could see you doing that. That would make sense. Like a strategic move forward that makes sense. Like, okay, yeah, if I tell them about that, maybe they'll go away, and that's cool. Bye-bye. Didn't like you anyway, but best wishes. I mean, no harm, no foul, right? I think you're helping somebody out like that. You're removing a problem. Because literally, and I saw this here as like what's going right. A problem is being removed. That's what I'm getting from this. This is moving on from troubled waters. I'm getting from this connection. I'm getting along with somebody and I'm removing them from. I'm removing an obstacle. A problem is being. I feel like a problem is being removed. Sailing it on. Problem removed. Well, that does make sense to me why you would do that. I can see y'all doing that. You could let me know in the comments if I'm cuckoo, because if I'm cuckoo, I'm cuckoo. But oh, whoa, what's all this? Okay. So what I just said makes sense to me. It might stir up a crap storm. It might stir up a crap storm. It really might. People will get really bent out of shape with you over this. Take it with a grain of salt. It's a general read. You helping that person out, I feel like the people around you are like, well, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't I get that opportunity? And you're thinking, because I wanted to get rid of that person, and this was the easiest way to get rid of them. Because you weren't going anywhere. You're like, I'm staying at this company. I just wanted to get rid of that person. You didn't tell any of these other like, you wouldn't tell somebody you like to go to this other company because you like working with them. So that you were never going to tell them that because you're like, well, I didn't want them to leave. I told this other person because I want them to leave. But then you're like, oh, crap, now what do I do with this? Because now it's out there that you did that. And you're like, well, okay. People are upset. Wow. Take it with a grain of salt. Let me know in the comments if this seems nuts. But I'm still kind of like, wow, they're really upset. Because I'm getting these as the problem. This is not working. The 10 of Pentacles is like, or the 10 of Cups is like, people are upset with you. This is like when it's in the right position, when it's in a good position, it's saying everybody's getting along, everybody's happy. This is the challenge. Like, people are not happy. I don't think there's any damage, but it takes a minute for people to realize that like this was not a bad thing. Somebody's very vocal about it and gets right in your face about it. Other people are like, what is the Leo doing? Was the Leo been a friend of this person the whole time? They've been blankety blank's best friend? What's going on? People bent right out of shape. I don't even know. You seem to move on fairly quickly though. It's not funny, but it's funny. I feel like your natural energy is kind of like, listen, y'all are getting up. Get over it. Like, I feel like it's kind of like y'all are getting too upset about something let it go. Just let it go. Because I feel like I either don't want or don't think I should explain it. So I'm just kind of like avoiding it. That Four of Wands with the Grace is kind of like, if I explain too much, I feel like that could be a bigger problem. So maybe I'll just avoid it. You got Grace here. Kind of like Grace is on your side. Like, you know what? I'm not sure I could effectively talk about that without making people more upset with me. So maybe I just won't talk about it. Oh, that's not how that went. Listen, I got stuff I got to do. Gotta go. Out. And you're out. Just gonna go. Sorry. Just not going to talk about it. I feel like you're just not going to talk about it. With that Four of Wands and the Grace, I think that's how you're stabilizing it. You're just not talking about it. it's subtle what you did. It was kind of subtle, sorta. Is it subtle? I don't know. I'm kind of confused. You have to be very careful about what you say. I'm also getting this like after the fact. I feel like I'm just not. I just feel like I shouldn't be talking about it. I keep getting that. I feel like it'll pass, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I heard about it, and I don't know. I don't know. I just said something. I just feel like I'm trying to avoid the conversation. Like, it was kind of strategic. I wanted that person to go, and now they're gone. But now apparently other people got bent out of shape. They're like, I would have liked that job. Why didn't you tell me? People are like bent out of shape, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, I understand why, but I didn't want them to leave, so that's why I didn't tell them. It does seem like it goes better over time. It's weird. There's a weird energy with this. Something else is like somebody's like really like paying attention to you, and they're wondering like, what is that Leo up to? The Justice card is around here with this Ace of Pentacles. From this situation, if this hits, of course, I know it's a general read, somebody else seems to be paying more attention to you after this. Somebody sees right through the whole what happened. Like, they look at it like you wanted to get rid of that person and that was the easiest way to do it. And somebody like sees right through what this was actually about. Somebody's paying attention to you quite closely after this, and they're making plans. The Ace of Pentacles with the Justice, and then the organization, that's another earth energy to me. Organization is a very earth characteristic in my opinion. Organizing things, doing things in a certain pattern, in a certain way. That's very earth to me anyway. But the Justice card is an air card, so it's a lot of communication, sorting things out. This person paying attention to you is going to probably try to get closer to you very slowly. They're very, very, very political. Very, 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 very political. Now, what I mean by that is there's a lot of moving pieces, a lot of moving parts, a lot of social interaction going on here. They like to not only be a part of it, they like to orchestrate it very quietly. They like to kind of manipulate a situation without people knowing it. And they see what you did, they think it was smart, and now they want to kind of like, they're trying to get closer to you. They're very, very, very political though. I know, okay, if we're going to get, like, okay, political people aren't bad. I get that, because it's just how the world works. Doesn't matter if I like it, you like it, anybody likes it. Doesn't matter if people like it, it's just how it works. It's just how it works. Watch yourself with this one. Because somebody's going to come towards you and try to cozy up to you and try to get you in on these things. What makes me nervous is Leo tends to just call it out for what it is. Like, especially if you get fed up with something, you don't play games. You're just kind of like, well, that's stupid, and that's what it is. The Leos I know anyway, like, especially when they've had it, they'll just blow it right out, like what it is. Like, this is what it is, and that's how it is. This political energy, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. I don't know. It's kind of like, I'm thinking of like a sword, but like, you could be at the hilt as easy as at the other side of the sword so quickly. Like, one minute you could be helpful to this energy, the next minute you could be on the receipt. It could go bad in 5 seconds. It makes me nervous. It just makes giving me a lot of nervous energy. It's political. It's what goes better for the situation. They're very, very, very political. Be careful with that energy. I wouldn't get too close to it. They have a lot of plans for you. But when political people move towards people that they think can help them, it's because they want and expect, and they're going to try to get things to happen. And bottom line is it's what they want to happen. If what you want is no skin off their back, they'll go along and they'll help you get what you want. But if what you want is in contrast to what they want, there'll be problems. They will do what they need to do to get what they want. And they're very, very slippery people. People who are good at politics are very, very slippery people. I'm sorry, but people who are good at that game, they're slippery. They're tricky. You just can't be good at that game and not. I just don't believe it. I could be wrong. I'm sure I'll hear it in the comments if people believe I'm wrong, but I really do believe that. Like, people who are good at politics are very, very slippery people. So you got to be careful. It's a double-edged sword. Always is. It makes me nervous. So they're saying, due to this situation, somebody is going to warm up to you and try to pull you in. They're going to tell you secrets, which makes me... I feel like it's secrets you don't even want to know. I feel like they're telling you stuff you're like, oh, I don't know if I really want to know that. They really got like a happy feeling for you, for whatever that means. So be aware of that too. They got quite the happy feeling for you here with the Ace of Cups. I don't know if I like that either. I might recommend you distance yourself from that energy. I don't think anything goes bad if you distance yourself from that energy. Just keep it in mind, like, you don't want to make an enemy. You just want to distance. Not make an enemy, just distance. Because I just feel like that's... It can go good. It can go good for a while, but I don't know. Political energy makes me very nervous personally, because it's only a matter of time, and I've learned that the hard way. People who are very political, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. That's, I don't know. Maybe I'm jaded. Just to be fair, maybe I am jaded, but I do feel like it's just a matter of time before you go from being a friend to a pawn. Ooh. Anything else with this? Yeah, just that. That person warming up to you. I would just recommend not warming up to it. You don't want to make an enemy, but you do as you see fit. Naturally you will, but that's the best I can tell you. Alright, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.